So you think your concealed carry is just about self-defense? Nah, it's your personality in holster form. From sleek minimalists to nostalgic desperados, your EDC says way more than you think. Some of you are carrying confidence, some of you red flags with a trigger. So let's break down gun by gun and see what your everyday carry is really saying behind your back. Ready to get exposed? Let's roll. Number 1, the Glock 43X, the I just want peace guy. Yes, the Glock 43X. You didn't choose chaos, you chose comfort. This is the sweatpants of the concealed carry. Low drama, high function. 10 rounds of please leave me alone, wrapped in polymer simplicity. If you carry a 43X, you're either a minimalist or just let the guy behind the gun counter talk you into the one everybody buys. You don't flex it. You clean it once a month while watching gear reviews you will never act on. Your idea of wild is swapping to night sights, and deep down you're proud of that. Because this isn't about flair, it's about getting the job done without your appendix crying. You're the Glock guy with emotional stability, so congrats. Number 2, the KelTech P32 P3AT, the chaos goblin of concealed carry. You carry a KelTech P32 or P3AT? Bold move, legend. You've chosen a gun that's lighter than your wallet and more unpredictable than your ex. You didn't buy it because it's good. You bought it because it was there on sale in a dusty case, looking like a melted USB stick with a trigger. Reliability? Let's call it adventurous. It'll go bang, probably. You'll carry it in a pocket so deep it might qualify as a missing persons case. But hey, it's tiny, it's cheap, and when it works, it's like winning a scratch-off ticket, unexpected and oddly satisfying. You didn't pick this gun for performance. You picked it for vibes. Risky, chaotic, oddly endearing vibes. Number 3, Desert Eagle, the loudest flex in the room. If you're carrying a Desert Eagle concealed, you're not here for practicality, you're here for the applause. This isn't a firearm, it's a full-blown entrance. You don't pull a trigger, you unleash an earthquake, chambered in something that makes most risk question their life choices. The Desert Eagle is basically a handheld movie prop with the personality of a WWE wrestler. You didn't choose concealment, you chose chaos. Your draw isn't fast, but it's dramatic. Your pants sag half an inch from the weight. And your chiropractor on speed dial, but that's the price of carrying a portable flex. You're not aiming for subtle, you're aiming for shock and awe. And honestly, you nailed it. Number 4, Beretta 3032 Tomcat, the espresso sipping gentleman's pocket pistol. So you carry a Beretta 3032 Tomcat. Fancy. You're not defending yourself, you're making a statement. This little 32 ACP number isn't just a gun, it's a lifestyle. You don't just carry concealed, you carry with flair, like a Bond villain on Casual Friday. The flip-up barrel? That's not a feature, that's a party trick. You've shown it off at least twice this week, followed by, pretty neat, huh? You know it won't stop a bear, but it'll sure as heck start a conversation. You sip espresso, wear loafers without socks, and probably own a lighter that's worth more than your phone. Let's be honest, you didn't pick this gun for the ballistics, you picked it because style matters. Number 5, Sig Sauer P365, the overachiever in disguise. You carry a Sig P365 because you like to pretend you're edgy, but deep down, you just want it all. Capacity, concealability, reliability, and a little sprinkle of elite status. You saw the Glock guys and thought, cute, then grabbed your P365 and felt superior without saying a word. You're the type who brings a pocket-sized multi-tool to a birthday party just in case. This gun gives you 10+1 in a size that practicality disappears in your waistband. You like your tolerance for cheap triggers. You say, I'm not a Glock guy. The way vegans say, I'm plant-based constantly. But hey, we get it, it's slick, it works, and it tells the world I'm responsible, but also tactical. Now number 6, the Raven 2525 ACP Pocket Lint Time Capsule. Oh, so you carry a Raven 25 ACP. Respectfully, what a 1970s glove box decision making is this? This isn't just a gun, it's a time machine fueled by bad decisions and hope. You didn't buy it, it found you, probably in a drawer or a dead relative's sock. This thing is made of pot metal, questionable tolerances, and pure chaos. Every time you pull the trigger, there's a 50-50 chance the bullet goes forward or the slide flies off. Carrying a Raven says, I believe in miracles, and you absolutely do, because no one carries a 25 ACP without expecting logic to save them. You trust destiny more than ballistics, and honestly, that's bold. Wildly unsafe, but bold. Number 7, Walther PDP, the tactical hipster's choice. Ah yes, the Walther PDP. You didn't pick this pistol because someone told you to. No, you picked it because you read the specs, watched every T-Rex Arms review, and decided you were smarter than the crowd. You don't carry a Glock because Glocks are for people who buy Hot Pockets and call it meal prep. The PDP is your ergonomic soulmate. That grip texture, you call it refined. That trigger, crisper than your personality. And when someone asks what you're carrying, you pause just long enough to make them feel like they should know what a PDP is. You're the kind of guy who says duty grade like it's a philosophy. You carry the PDP because you don't follow trends. You overanalyze them. Number 8, M&P Shield Plus, the responsible adult in the room. If you carry the M&P Shield Plus, you probably alphabetize your spice rack, file your receipts, and remind people to hydrate. This is the gun of the practical patriot. Not flashy, not loud, just quietly effective, like a dad with a torque wrench in a college fund. You didn't buy your pistol for clout, you bought it because it made sense. 10+1 capacity, decent trigger, solid ergonomics. You read the reviews, ignore the drama, and checked out with the confidence of someone who already knows where their backup mag is. You're not here for Instagram clout, you're here for consistent groups at 15 yards and a carry gun that won't betray you like the Canic guy's optic plate. It just works like you. Number 9, Liberty Pen Gun, the James Bond LARPer. Ah yes, the Liberty Pen Gun. You're not carrying for defense, you're carrying for the aesthetic. This isn't a gun, it's a Cold War prop. You don't say EDC, you say covert tool. Somewhere between delusion and style, you found this pocket-sized pea shooter and said, yes, this is my vibe. You definitely imagine scenarios where you unscrew the cap, whisper something like, for Queen and country, and stop a bad guy mid-sentence. Reality, you're more likely to autograph the mugger than stop them. With one shot, maybe, and 0 sights. This isn't about practicality, it's about theater. And you're the main character in a spy movie that only you are watching. Bold choice, agent, very bold. Number 10, Ruger LCP Max, the pocket pain enthusiast. So, you're carrying the Ruger LCP Max? Congrats. You've officially chosen Conceal Carry Hard Mode. This thing disappears into your pocket faster than your will to live after a mag dump. It's tiny, light, and packs 10+1 rounds of ouch for both ends of the barrel. You didn't pick the LCP Max for comfort. You picked it because it's always there. In your gym shorts, your jeans, your glove box, maybe even your sock. We don't judge. You're the kind of person who values reliability and convenience over hand comforts and, well, joy. Every shot feels like getting slapped by a tiny ghost, but you keep carrying it because pain builds character, and this gun's built a lot of it. Number 11, the Canic TP9 Elite SC, the budget hero with main character syndrome. You didn't just walk into the gun store, you made an entrance. And when your eyes hit that Canic TP9 Elite SC, you said, that one, that's my destiny. For under $400, you got a gun, a holster, 2 mags, a cleaning kit, and a semi-functional ego boost, and you haven't shut up about it since. You tell people it's the best Glock alternative, like you personally tested both in a hostage rescue. That trigger, you talk about it more than your last relationship. And that free holster it came with? Yeah, we all know it lives in your junk drawer now, collecting dust next to your dreams of an optic that actually fits the weird footprint. But hey, we admire the hustle. You're bowling on a budget, LARPing like John Wick at Walmart. Carry on, King. Number 12, the Springfield Hellcat Pro, the overcompensator's compact companion. The Hellcat Pro. You didn't choose it because it was the best. You chose it because you wanted to prove everyone wrong. You looked at the P365 crowd and said, "Watch me." Then you got a Hellcat Pro, told yourself the trigger's not that bad, and doubled down like a man who swears off fast food while holding a taco. Sure, it's got solid capacity and an optics-ready slide, but every time you shoot it, that gritty trigger reminds you that this thing was built by someone who's never felt joy, and yet you defend it to the death. Or at least until the next range session. You're not here for comfort, you're here to argue in the YouTube comments. Respect. Number 13, the 38 Special Snub Nose, the noir detective in a modern world. If you're carrying a 38 snub nose, you didn't pick a gun, you picked a vibe. You probably watched black and white movies unironically and called bad guys punks under your breath. This revolver isn't about capacity, it's about confidence. 5 shots? That's 4 more than you think you'll need, cowboy. There's no optic, no rail, no fancy red dot, just old school charm. And the kind of bark that makes 9mm sound like it came from a Nerf gun. You reload with dignity, slowly, and that's on purpose. You didn't choose polymer, you chose blued steel and grit. You definitely said they don't make them like they used to, while polishing it with a shop rag that might be older than your grandkids. Now number 14, the CZ P10C. The tactical hipster. If you carry a CZ P10C, you're the kind of person who says, I like Glocks, but I wanted something better. You crave performance, but only for brands most people can't pronounce. You're tactical, but in an eye shop in the European section of the range kind of way. You skip past the mainstream. While everyone else grabbed the Glock or Sig, you dug deeper into the Czech engineering forums and midnight Reddit threads. You've whispered underrated sleeper at least once in the past week. Your pistol is optics ready, but you're still saving up for the optic. Your holster, custom molded by a guy named Marek in Prague. You shoot well, flex hard, and still have to explain to your friends that no, it's not a Canic. Number 15, Taurus PT709 Slim, the hopeless romantic. You didn't just buy a Taurus PT709 Slim, you believed in it. This isn't just a carry gun, it's a redemption arc. You walked into that gun store, saw it on sale, and whispered, I can fix you. You tell people it's slim, reliable, and underrated. What you don't say is it's jammed more times than a college printer on finals week. Still, you defend it like it's your high school sweetheart who just needs a little understanding. You've Googled PT709 failure to eject more than you've checked your bank account. But you stay loyal because deep down, you're a dreamer. A Taurus carrier with trust issues and a heart of gold. Just maybe keep a backup in the glove box, Romeo. Number 16, the 1911, the patriotic philosopher. If you're carrying a 1911, you're not just concealed, you're consecrated. This isn't a pistol, it's a leather-bound book of American values with a trigger. You probably whisper, God bless John Browning every time you holster it. 8 rounds, that's all you need, because if you need more, it's not a shootout, it's a moral failing. You don't carry optics, you carry obligation. You're that guy who polishes his gun while quoting Patton, even though you've never missed a barbecue. It's heavy, it's steel, it's stubborn, just like you. And deep down, you know it might jam, but you also know it'll jam proudly because this isn't just self-defense. This is heritage with a thumb safety. Now, number 17, Beretta Thunder 380, the budget bond. You carry a Beretta Thunder 380, which means you like your danger with a discount. You want a James Bond vibes with a receipt total that wouldn't raise your eyebrows at home. Sleek, shiny, and just retro enough to feel classy. But let's be honest, it's more Saturday matinee than 007. This isn't just a carry gun, it's a vibe. You wear loafers to the range, you say things like function over flash, while still practicing your quick draw on the mirror. You didn't want a Glock, you wanted something with a little charm, a little style, and a safety lever that makes you feel important. And hey, it works most of the time. You're vintage light, and we respect the drip. Number 18, FN 503, the quiet professional. The FN 503 is your EDC. You're the kind of person who gets things done quietly, efficiently, and without asking for validation. This gun doesn't scream, look at me, it nods. silently from the corner. You chose the FN503 because you like your tools compact, reliable, and free of drama. It's not winning beauty contests, but it's never failed you. You're the type who reads the manual cover to cover and actually uses the torque wrench. You've got a flashlight in your glove box, a backup charger in your bag, and your carry gun sleek, serious, and snug under that flannel. You didn't need hype, you need performance, and that's exactly what you carry with zero fuss and zero flex. Number 19, Smith & Wesson CSX, the old soul in a new suit. If you carry the CSX, you're basically the guy who still wears a wristwatch even though you own a smartphone. Classic taste, modern execution. You want a metal frame without the weight of a guilt trip, and the CSX delivers just that. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel, you just want a gun that doesn't feel like it came out of a cereal box. It's compact, stylish, and chambered at 9mm like a responsible adult. Single action trigger? Check. Ambi controls your ambient spirit at least. You choose the CSX because it's got a little old school grit wrapped in new school polish. You like your carry with a side of tradition. Just hold the polymer, please. So there you have it. Your carry gun isn't just riding in your wristband, it's dragging your whole personality along for the ride. From drama queens with Desert Eagles to spreadsheet warriors with Shield Plus pistols, every piece says something loud, even if it's chambered at 25 ACP. Now it's your turn. Drop your EDC in the comments and brace yourself. We're judging with love and maybe a little sarcasm. Smash that like, hit subscribe, and remember, carry safe, carry smart, and for the love of all things tactical, maybe leave the pin gun at home.